Yeah, you just tell me your name and what you're researching.
Okay, my name's Kevin Burgio, and I do research on monk parakeets that live on the coast of Connecticut. Basically, the issue with the monk parakeets is they nest on utility poles, and when they fall down, they cause power outages and fires. So the utility companies here, and specifically in Florida, where they're a much bigger problem, have been trying to figure out a way to prevent them from nesting on the poles. So in the past, a lot of the research has been done on capture and euthanasia, chemical sterilization, and some other things. But when they've done these things, especially here in Connecticut, they've met with protests, lawsuits. So the utility companies are kind of at a loss. The utility company here in Connecticut stopped their euthanasia program, but now they have to deal with this problem. So what they've been doing is removing the nests off the poles twice a year, but it's not really effective because they can rebuild the nest in less than 2 weeks. So what my research is I've been trying to figure out how exactly they get the sticks to the area of the pole to start the building, and finding that information, it may be possible to make some sort of device that will prevent them from nesting there. So if we can do this, then the animal rights activists will be happy and the utility companies will be happy. So what my research has been, I did behavioral observations of the birds as they build their nests, and I found that there is that they need to use the utility, the electric lines around the poles. They chew off a stick from a tree, they fly, and they land, as you can see here. They land on the wires here, holding the stick, and then they walk in and place the stick into the pole, into the area of the pole where they start the nest. So, and we found that in the early stages, they use the electric lines exclusively, and as the nest becomes larger, they start landing on the nest itself and other things around on the pole. And another thing that we looked at is the relative difficulty they face in building the nest. So we were looking at it across nest stage. Is it easier for them to attach a sticks in the beginning or the later stages? And we found that they tended to drop a lot more sticks in the early stages. So with all this information, we concluded that if we can put a device on before they start building, because it's more difficult for them to build at that time, and if we can put it on the electric lines where they need to get the sticks to the area of the pole that they start building, then you can prevent them from using the poles. So, and actually this led us to, my advisor and I, to actually devising a device that will do this, that we've actually patented. We tried to test it over the winter, but no birds came to our experimental field, which was upsetting. But so what's next for me is to conduct an experiment to see if these actually work, and to prevent them from getting for our experiment, a bird feeder. If we can prevent them from getting to the bird feeder, then we'll go to the electric company and say, hey, we got something that works, at least experimentally. Maybe we can put them on the wires and see if it actually works. And if this actually does work, I think that a lot of people will be happy. And I like the project personally because I'm really interested in using science to come up with ways to reduce the conflict between wildlife and human growth, and this is just a perfect application of that kind of problem solving.
What has the private support meant to your ability to do the research?
Specifically the Tribeca Award allowed me to work all last summer on collecting data at the location of all the nests in Connecticut. It actually allowed me, I used some of the money to start building the prototypes for our exclusion devices. It afforded me the time over the summer to get a lot of work done that I wouldn't have otherwise. I wouldn't have been nearly as much data or thought or time devoted to I mean, it was vital, to say the least.
Great.
You know.
Thank you.